Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. This virtual format has its obvious benefits because we can be connected practically to the whole globe, and I am welcoming today not only my colleague here in Geneva, Director-General of ILO, Guy Ryder, but also my colleague from Santiago, Alicia Barcena, many other colleagues and partners all around the world. And that's obvious benefit. As Nadia said, we've been thinking quite a lot when choosing the first topic for the renewed format of SDG Lab sessions. And we decided upon inequalities. Why we have decided on this issue? Because we really think it's crucial for today. Quite recently, before the pandemic, United Nations published a very important report on inequalities, and the result, for example, for the year 2019 was that though we saw the diminishing inequalities between the countries all around the world, we unfortunately saw the growing inequalities within the countries, within the nations. As a result of the pandemic, we really see growing inequalities, and we are all afraid that the result of the pandemic will show in the statistics for the year 2020, with many more millions of people going to extreme poverty. And what we also see during the pandemic, which really showed the harsh light for the situation, that of course during the pandemic, unfortunately, people, communities, nations, regions, countries are not equal as well. We have different and non-equal access to safety nets, different and not equal access to health facilities, to economic, to social facilities. Really, this pandemic was exactly the situation which showed that the inequalities, the situation of which the United Nations have been speaking a lot over the past years, is really one of the most urgent, if not the most urgent, issue on the agenda. Because unfortunately, it's whenever we are speaking about sustainable development goals, whatever goal we are taking, we really see that there is not an equal progress towards these goals all around the world. Whatever goal we take, the access to labor, gender parity, or health, we're really sure that unfortunately the current crisis has shown the growing inequalities. But we have gathered here not just to discuss the situation and make this pessimistic focus. For us, it's important to get together and to look for the solutions. And of course, already all around the world, there are lessons learned and there are best practices, because governments, societies all around the world are addressing these issues. And I think we all need a platform where we can share this experience. We can talk about what's working, what's not working. So that's the possibility for our today's discussion. And of course, it's important to find the solutions. And of course, we personally here in Geneva think that Geneva Hub, Geneva ecosystem is a really a place, a platform where we can have this very important conversation. For us, it's very important to talk about the inequalities, the situation in the informal sector through the prism of reaching Sustainable Development Goals agenda. For us, the decade of action is more necessary than ever, because really now when the nations, when the societies are addressing the necessity to recover from the pandemic, to recover from the social, economic, health crisis, when the governments and societies are making decisions how financially to support this recovery, we have addressed with the same system this very important issue. how we can fight inequalities. And I think for us, it should be absolutely important whenever we are making a decision to support the sectors, to support business, we should all think not only about how we can recover, but how can we recover better, how we can address the issues of inequalities. So we today have this really global conversation. It's not only in Geneva, it's a really global conversation, and we hope this conversation will give a start for our further efforts in this dimension. Thank you very much.